What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Coco and Brass YouTube channel, where today we will be taking a look at a couple builds of mine that have Witt machine muzzle devices on them. First off, starting out this video, I want to thank Witt machine and all the amazing people over there that took a chance on a small YouTube channel like this one and sent out some muzzle devices for me to review. I'm going to put a disclaimer out right now that by them sending them out to the channel does not mean that that is going to sway my opinion. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to do that, because it's you who are spending your hard-earned money on these muzzle devices. So I'm going to give my complete honest opinion. And spoiler alert, they make awesome products and I highly recommend them. So if you don't go on with the rest of the video, you know, that's my opinion. They're great, they're awesome. Definitely go and check them out. So now let's go ahead and get into it. I want to start with my 16-inch Zero Delta build. I will have a video coming out on this build here soon, but this right here is the first muzzle brake that we're going to go over. As you can see right here, there's portholes drilled on the top, and you have the brake side coming out as well. I think it's a pretty cool looking design on it. Kind of looks like a snake head on the very end of the gun. But this is their AR-15 muzzle rise eliminator. This is machined out of 416 steel, and you can get it in multiple different colors. I think they sell this one in a stainless steel FDE, and then I have the black version here. Now, with the muzzle brake, you know, a lot of people hate to be around somebody shooting a muzzle brake, which I completely understand, because you can go deaf with it. And before anybody asks, all the guns on the video today are completely clear. There's no live ammo at all. But on that build right here, the Zero Delta, where it's got a 223 wide barrel in it and it's very accurate, that'll probably be used as a hunting build. I've used that muzzle rise eliminator on this one, on my 11.5, and on 14 5-inch Bear Creek Arsenal build that I've got, that I'll have a video coming out on that upper here as well. They claim that the muzzle rise eliminator is compatible with a bunch of different AR-15 brands out on the market. They claim Smith & Wesson, DPMS, Rock River Arms. I know for sure it is compatible with also Bear Creek Zero Delta and Palmetto State Armory, so you can add that on there. They also have Ruger and Colt and a couple other brands on there as well. But I will say that this right here makes this gun have zero recoil. This is probably one of my favorite guns to shoot out on there now, because you could shoot it with so much ease. If you have somebody that hasn't really shot ARs or rifles before, you're just now trying to get them into it and have them learn a little bit with the recoil, to where, you know, they're not as afraid as shooting something that has a little bit more recoil or kick to it. And then this, yes, is it going to be loud? But I mean, any muzzle brake that you put on here, if it's an actual brake and not a flash hider, it's probably going to be loud. But where it has the portholes put on top of it, when you shoot, that gas is not only dispersed out of each side, it's also dispersed out of the top. So when the gas comes this way and it shoots up, it keeps the rise of that barrel down, which I will be showing a video of that now. As you can see in that video, no recoil at all. So I highly recommend the muzzle rise eliminator. Go ahead and put it on whatever you want. Now, I do recommend putting it on a longer gun. I think it's built for something that's probably 14.5 and longer. But if you want to, and you want to put a muzzle brake on something shorter, just make sure you're not at the range shooting right beside somebody, because not only are you going to blow your ears, you're going to blow their ears as well. So now we're going to go ahead to my 11.5 build and go over what's on it. Now on this one right here, as I stated before, there is no live ammo at all. This is their SME sound mitigation equipment muzzle brake and flash cam. This is their slimline version as well, but right here, as you can see, you have a 4-inch flash cam that threads on to this muzzle brake, and it is a mean looking muzzle brake. As you can see, you've got about 6 directions that gas can come out as. When it comes to this muzzle brake, trust me, you will hear it, you will feel it. Granted, this is an 11.5 pistol build. Video coming out on this here soon. You will hear it. I heard it. I felt it. You will completely get gassed out if you put this on a smaller gun. But the second that you throw that on there, you're fine. It's like shooting a regular AR. The reason I have this on here is because it helps with a lot of the recoil. I'm not saying that ARs have a lot of recoil. No. It just helps when you have an 11.5 build, you have a little bit more coming through there, and this completely deals with every bit of it. So those are just a couple shots with the blast can on. It's not too terribly hot, but it does heat up quick. So now we'll show a couple shots of this without the blast can on, just to demonstrate how that muzzle brake does. Whew. Wow. So the muzzle brake itself and the flash can are both made out of 416 steel. Very, very durable. The only thing I will say, and this is the only con that I probably have out of this whole video for it, and it's due to me. It is due to my negligence on gunsmithing with this one, because I was just trying to go to the range real quick. I wanted to go ahead and take this off of my 16-inch Palmetto build, and I wanted to see what it was like on here. And what I've done is, with me being in a rush, I don't know if you will be able to see it or not on here, but I rounded off the wrench flats on here. I had an adjustable wrench instead of going and getting my actual wrenches out to fit this. I put on an adjustable wrench, didn't have it on all the way, and when I went down to go ahead and get that last little crank, it just completely rounded off on it. So it was a mess. I ended up having to take a file and file some of that down so this would screw all the way back on. But we're good now. It's fine. Just a little cosmetic blend. It was shiny silver, but by the time I put a couple rounds on it, that soot and carbon buildup went ahead and just colored that back black for me. But with this, you can get it in black and FDE, which FDE is really cool color on there. Their FDE's like a matte finish, so it looks really cool. So as you could probably say on that, it looks like a suppressor. It is not. Witt Machine does make suppressors, and hopefully I will be able to get my hands on one of them. But where it's a 4-inch flash can, it helps get that gas further out. I also use Brick Arms flash cans, but as you can see, it's a lot smaller. And they have one muzzle brake, I think, that screws on here that the flash can go over. The rest of them are just flash devices in case. This is on my 10.5 PSA Jackal build. Video coming out on that soon as well. A lot of content will be coming out here. I'm trying to get a bunch of different things that I think people would like, and that honestly that I like. I think it's really cool, and I think you should, go out and try it out. But this is their flash can, and we will go ahead and compare it to Witt Machine's flash can. Look at the difference. The Brick Arms is half of the size of this. And the reason I'm making this point is because where I've got this on that 10.5, and before I had it on the 10.5, I had this on my 11.5 before Witt Machine sent everything out to me. I feel that you get a lot better recoil management and sound mitigation with this compared to this one, because you have another 2 inches for that gas to travel out before it disperses. Where with this one, the muzzle brake is right on the end of this one. So as soon as it hits, the gas is just dispersed. It's coming out. This gives you a little bit further travel for that gas to disperse and come out. But by no means am I saying that this flash can is bad or anything. No, it does its job. It does exactly what it needs to do. It helps not gas me completely out with that 10.5. This is completely comfortable to shoot with that 10.5. But am I saying this does a little bit better? Yeah, I am. In the end, I think that Witt machine just takes time and goes a step above what some of these other manufacturers do. I would say the next best one that you can get that I have personally tried out is the Break Arms, because they make, if you just want to run a regular muzzle device on there, you can. But if you really want something that is, I think, top tier, and you could tell that they take their time to make it top tier, go and check out Witt machine. Witt machine by far makes the best muzzle devices that I've tried. Granted, I haven't got to try a ton of them. Hopefully I will be able to go out and get different ones to continue to try on the channel, have some sent out for review. But I think they are very durable. I've had a couple hundred rounds out on both of them. I was just trying to get this video out quick for y'all to see because of how excited I am with them. They're probably going to stay on the two builds that I've got. I've still got another 16-inch 14.5 that I can try everything else out on, as well as the 10.5 Jackal. But as far as my 11.5 and this 16 go, they'll probably stay on there. I will keep the one as my home defense because I think that flash can will do better as far as sound mitigation, and if something goes on throughout the night, I'm not going to have my ears completely blew out with that. Is it going to be loud? Yeah, but I don't have a suppressor yet to help with that sound mitigation. I think I would much rather have that than my 10.5 Jackal, which will probably be a little bit louder. And then as far as the 16-inch goes, it'll probably be a hunting setup, because if I need to put a couple rounds down range, I feel like I will have better target acquisition with this being the 16-inch, and it doesn't have as much muzzle rise on it, because I can completely say this build compared to my other 16-inch Geisley build that I have, video coming out on that as well, it is completely different. I might just be exaggerating, but I think that it is, you could definitely tell. Which right now I will go ahead and put a link to all the stuff down below that I've mentioned in this, and I hope that you found this video informative. I hope that you're able to go out and check out Witt machine. I will put like I said, the link down below so you can go check it out. So yeah, if you use Witt machine, go ahead and drop what your experience is with them. I'm hoping that, as I stated before, I'm able to go out and get one of their suppressors, or maybe a couple of them, depending on how everything goes with this tax stamp stuff. But I can honestly say that they will probably be my first suppressor that I will buy, just because of the price, and I know and have that peace of mind that they make good quality stuff. So go ahead, drop a like, subscribe if you found this video informative. If you didn't, just leave a comment. Anything I can help make my videos better for you all. We're in a different setup right here. I was filming out in my garage, but now we've kind of redone the basement down here and kind of made this where all my filming stuff is, and some of the gun stuff. It's kind of like a layer. It's kind of in the bunker, as you could say. So yeah, go ahead. I appreciate you if you've made it this far in the video. I appreciate you for making it this far and for supporting the channel the way you do. Go ahead and like and share, try to get this out in the algorithm, and I hope you have a blessed day.